Yo, what's going on, guys? So Antares just dropped another version of AutoTune, but this one's called AutoTune 2026, right? So it has a new modern look. It sounds a little bit different, and the CPU is a lot better. So I'm just gonna break down the plugin itself and compare it to AutoTune Artist and AutoTune Access, as it's going to be replacing, I think, these two plugins. I think these are going to be gone, and the AutoTune 2026 is going to be here to stay. I've been using AutoTune 2026, I'll say, for about a week now on all my mixes, and I haven't had any issues with it. It's actually a really dope plugin. And just so you guys can hear what I did to this record, this is what I have, and I am using AutoTune 2026.
Cause this ain't no make-believe, this here is reality. I'm talking about you and me. Well, what would you rather be? Or would you rather leave? Cause I can set you free.
Pretty dope record. I'm not really going too crazy with the AutoTune. I have it at 100, as she just wanted her vocals to be natural. So with the retune speed, you see we're not really pushing it too heavy. I am going to show you different settings and how we can make this vocal either sound really robotic like T-Pain or just very natural in general, right? So I didn't touch the humanize or the flex tune on here. I really just touched the retune speed and these up here, which we'll be talking about in a second. So first, I just want to kind of compare the look of the plugins, right? So let's compare it more to AutoTune Artist. As you see that we can't really do too much on AutoTune Access, or the new slow, medium, fast, humanize, off, minimal, or max. So that's pretty much self-explanatory, right? But here in AutoTune Artist, you can do a lot of things, right? So you have retune speed, you have your retune speed here. But once you look at these look completely different. Whole new look, right, for AutoTune. So humanize, and then flex tune and flex tune. So here's where you will click the key and the input type, and you see here almost kind of in the same position that this plugin is, but key, AutoTune, everything here. And you have your transpose, your detune, your tracking. Here we have our detune. So let's just go ahead and hear the same settings on AutoTune Artist really quick, just to kind of A and B it.
Cause this ain't no make-believe, this here is reality. I'm talking about you and me. Well, what would you rather be? Or would you rather leave?
And let's give this AutoTune one more listen.
Cause this ain't no make-believe, this here is reality. I'm talking about you and me. Well, what would you rather be? Or would you rather leave?
Yeah, guys, so just comment below and let me know what you hear in between these two plugins, A and B. So I would say even with the same settings, they sound pretty identical. But again, this is more for like CPU usage. I feel like it's just a new look that is more modern and yeah, kind of easier to look at and just use, in my opinion. You can find stuff quicker. Everything's kind of like in your face with this AutoTune 2026 plugin. If we go here in the vocal range, you actually have where you can choose a vocal or instrument range, and it can auto detect what it's gonna choose for you, right? So me, I'm a manual kind of guy, but you'll be able to do that. Just auto detect it with the vocal itself. You'll just press play. So I'm gonna go back to auto here, and then here on key and scale, click the key here, which again, it just looks very modern, but you can click the key here. Then you got chromatic, major, minor, and then what they added was more scales. So you can do harmonic minor, melodic minor, blues minor. You can really click a lot more scales now, right? So it'd be as easy as you're just doing harmonic. So it'd be A harmonic minor, but we're just gonna do A minor. But it's pretty dope to have this to try on like singers that's maybe just singing in a certain key, or just something you want to experiment on instruments, whatever you think you want to use it for. I think this is pretty dope. Just having the option of having all of these is a cheat code itself. And then down here, you can actually edit the notes and, take one out, bring one in, and however you see fit on a vocal. And then here to the top right, this is where you get presets. Now in AutoTune Artist, I don't believe you can get presets in AutoTune Artist. So this is one feature that you have on this that you cannot get on AutoTune Artist. And yeah, they got presets by like DJ Swivel, Zed, and plenty more guys here. And they have a lot of presets. They actually have factory presets as well. I'm gonna use some at the end of this video just to see like what they actually have and to see how it sounds with the vocal itself, right? So yeah, a lot of presets, and you can click this hamburger menu here and you can save your own presets. And then if I want to make a preset kit for you guys, you can literally just find the folder where all your presets are. So if you guys want a preset kit from me, let me know. You know I'll make it for you. So boom. Now let's go down here. I'm gonna say if you're gonna be recording, put this on low latency mode so the artist just doesn't get any type of latency at all. And again, it's just best for your CPU as well. And then when you're mixing, do high quality just to get the best possible functioning auto-tune that it is, or just sounding. So high quality when you're mixing, low latency when you're recording. That's just my rule of thumb. Now we can listen to this just with low latency just to see if it's a major difference, which I don't think so, but let's just give it a listen.
Cause this ain't no make believe, this here is reality. I'm talking about you and me. Well, what would you rather be, or would you rather leave?
And then this is with high quality.
Cause this ain't no make believe, this here is reality. I'm talking about you and me.
Yeah, in my opinion, it actually has a cleaner sound. It does. I can hear it out of my speakers. It does sound a little bit cleaner. All right, cool. So let's just go ahead and give this like a T-Pain effect really quick, and then we're just gonna bring it up and go from there.
Cause this ain't no make believe, this here is reality. I'm talking about you and me. Well, what would you rather be, or would you rather leave? Cause I can set you free.
So around this 50, I like that. I like this 50 here. I know when I was mixing with the artist in the room, she did like it around 100, so we just agreed on 100. But yeah, 50 sounds pretty nice on her vocals. It doesn't sound like it's pushing too much auto-tune. It sounds pretty natural. Now let's just try classic, and we're just gonna go first. Let's do what we just originally used on the vocal itself.
Cause this ain't no make believe, this here is reality. I'm talking about you and me. Well, what would you rather be?
Now classic actually sounds great at 100 for this particular mix itself. I'm pretty sure I clicked between both and I just clicked modern so I can just have high quality on. I don't know if classic is using high quality. All right, so let's just do classic, but let's just bring it to T-Pain mode.
Cause this ain't no make believe, this here is reality. I'm talking about you and me. Well, what would you rather be, or would you rather leave? Cause I can set you free.
All right, so yeah, guys, usually how I'm mixing, I'm never really using humanize or flex tune unless if I really think I need it. But really, this one big retune speed knob is all you're gonna need to like play with to see what works, you know? All right, so let's just try different presets and see what they have.
Cause this ain't no make believe, this here is reality. I'm talking about you and me. Well, what would you rather be, or would you rather leave?
Now I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty dope that you can actually visually see how much like tune you're gonna get out of something, and like how it won't go so far out. So that's pretty dope.
Cause this ain't no make believe, this here is reality. I'm talking about you and me. Well, what would you rather be, or would you rather leave?
All right, let's see what this sounds like.
Cause this ain't no make believe, this here is reality. I'm talking about you and me. Well, what would you rather be, or would you rather leave?
Okay, that might be one of my favorite presets, K-pop. Sounds really good. Let's try pop vocal.
Cause this ain't no make believe, this here is reality. I'm talking about you and me. Well, what would you rather be, or would you rather leave?
In my opinion, I do feel like this is like good for producers, artists, and even engineers that's mixing. So yeah, I would say this is like the new era of auto-tune. And yeah, guys, that being said, comment below, let me know what you think about this plugin. Are you going to be grabbing this plugin? And yeah, thank you for watching all the way to the end.